What if just one spoonful a day could calm your heart, cleanse your arteries, boost your immunity, fight off infections, and even soothe your aching joints without a single pill? Sounds too good to be true? Here's the kicker. It's not a drug, it's not a fad, and it's not expensive. It's sitting in your kitchen right now. Two simple ingredients that, when combined, are sending shockwaves through the medical world. But here's the big question. Why is no one talking about this? And what exactly happens inside your body when you take garlic and honey for 7 straight days? The results may surprise you, and might even change how you take care of your health forever. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button if you care about your health and love discovering natural, science-backed ways to feel better, live longer, and stay sharp as you age. Let's get something out of the way. We're not here to talk about random home remedies or miracle cures. We're talking about garlic and honey, 2 ingredients with more scientific research behind them than most over-the-counter medications. And when these 2 are combined in the right way, something extraordinary happens. But we'll get to that. First, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some people seem to resist colds, infections, and even chronic disease, while others catch every bug that comes their way? Or why some people bounce back quickly from fatigue, inflammation, and stress, while others seem stuck in a fog? The answer might lie in a 7-day habit that's been quietly studied, quietly practiced, and quietly powerful. Now imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you take a spoonful of garlic infused with raw honey. That's it. And you keep doing it every day for a week. By day 1, you might notice a bit more energy, a little less bloating, but by day 3, things start shifting. You feel lighter, not just in your stomach, but in your mood. Your joints feel less stiff when you get out of bed. Your digestion isn't just smoother, it's quiet, comfortable. And by day 7, you're not just feeling good, you're feeling resilient, like your body is actually working with you, not against you. So what exactly is going on here? Let's start with garlic. It's been called nature's antibiotic. And that's not just folklore. Studies published in peer-reviewed journals have shown that garlic contains a compound called allicin, a sulfur-based molecule that's activated when garlic is chopped or crushed. This compound is incredibly powerful. It's been shown to kill bacteria, inhibit viruses, reduce inflammation, and even support cardiovascular health. But it doesn't stop there. Garlic also helps lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels, improves cholesterol by reducing LDL oxidation, and, this is crucial, supports your body's detox pathways, particularly in the liver. But here's the problem. Raw garlic is harsh. It's hard on the stomach. It can irritate the gut lining if taken alone, especially in higher amounts. That's where honey comes in. Raw, unfiltered honey, especially if it's local, isn't just sugar. It's packed with antioxidants, enzymes, and prebiotic compounds that feed your gut bacteria. It soothes inflammation, supports immune function, and, most importantly for this remedy, it makes garlic not only palatable but synergistic. Together, garlic and honey don't just coexist. They amplify each other's benefits. Now what happens when you take this combo consistently for 7 days? On day 1, as garlic and honey enter your digestive tract, you begin feeding beneficial bacteria. Gut health is one of the fastest things to respond to dietary changes. You may not feel much, but internally your microbiome is waking up. The prebiotic fibers in garlic, particularly inulin, begin to stimulate the growth of bifidobacteria, which play a key role in immune modulation and nutrient absorption. Honey acts like a balm, coating and nourishing the gut lining while delivering polyphenols, antioxidants that neutralize free radicals. By day 2, the antimicrobial effects of garlic start becoming systemic. Allicin is broken down into several other sulfur-based compounds that circulate through the bloodstream. They begin reducing low-grade infections. Think of lingering sinus congestion, that slow-healing scrape, or even chronic gum inflammation. At the same time, the honey's natural enzymes are supporting white blood cell activity, which enhances your body's ability to detect and fight pathogens more effectively. By day 3, blood markers begin to shift. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, consistent garlic supplementation can lower triglycerides and LDL cholesterol within just a few days. Combined with honey, which supports healthy lipid metabolism, you may start to notice clearer thinking, improved circulation, maybe even a reduction in headaches or brain fog, especially if your inflammation levels were high. By day 4, the ID compound effects begin to emerge. That subtle ache in your joints, it's fading. That slight pressure you used to feel after meals, gone. This is due to a reduction in systemic inflammation, as shown in a study from the National Institutes of Health, which found that garlic extract significantly reduces markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, a major player in chronic inflammatory diseases like arthritis and cardiovascular issues. Honey, with its soothing effects, helps calm the body's internal alarm bells, balancing cortisol levels and preventing unnecessary immune overreactions. By day 5, something unexpected happens. Your energy stabilizes, not like a caffeine rush, but a clean, steady state of focus and vitality. That's because blood sugar levels are more stable now. Garlic improves insulin sensitivity, especially in people with early-stage metabolic issues. And honey, unlike processed sugar, has a unique effect on blood glucose, especially when taken in small amounts with a fat or fiber source like garlic. Instead of spiking your sugar, it provides a gentle rise, enough to give you energy without triggering a crash. This balance is crucial for anyone dealing with fatigue, brain fog, or mood swings. By day 6, the benefits ripple out to your skin, your breath, and even your sleep. That's right, sleep. Garlic supports melatonin production indirectly by reducing oxidative stress in the pineal gland. Honey, taken before bed in small amounts, has even been shown to improve deep sleep in several small trials, particularly in older adults. Skin-wise, the antioxidant effects of these compounds help your cells repair faster, meaning blemishes fade more quickly, dark circles reduce, and your complexion looks fresher. And by day 7, your immune system is more primed than it's been in months. You're not just less inflamed, you're more responsive. Your T cells, macrophages, and natural killer cells are functioning better. One study even showed that consistent garlic consumption increased natural killer cell activity by up to 140% in just a week. That means your body is more capable of fighting off infections before you even feel symptoms. Now, imagine doing this, not just for 7 days, but keeping it as a once-a-day ritual, especially during cold and flu season, or when stress is high, or after a long flight, or during allergy season. It's not just about feeling better short-term. It's about stacking tiny habits that build long-term resilience. And here's something else most people don't realize. This combo doesn't just work in isolation. It also helps other health. Habits work better. Exercising while on garlic and honey, you'll recover faster. Sleeping better, you'll burn more fat overnight. Eating cleaner, your gut bacteria will flourish even faster because you're priming the soil, not just planting the seeds. So how do you actually make this simple 7-day remedy? Chop or crush 2 cloves of raw garlic and let them sit for 10 minutes. This activates the allicin. Then mix them with 1 tablespoon of raw honey. Take it in the morning on an empty stomach if you can tolerate it, or with a small amount of food if your stomach is sensitive. Chew slowly or let it melt in your mouth. It helps absorption and gets enzymes working right from the start. Do this for 7 days. That's it. But what if you're on medication? Always check with your healthcare provider. Garlic can thin the blood, and if you're on anticoagulants or blood pressure meds, this could intensify the effect. Pregnant or nursing, it's likely safe in food doses, but always get a second opinion. And if you're allergic to garlic or honey, don't risk it. Your health is too important. Now, here's the part no one tells you. When you stop the 7-day remedy, your body doesn't just go back to zero. You've created a momentum. You've activated enzymes, improved your gut flora, reduced chronic inflammation, and kickstarted your immune system. That's a chain reaction that can carry forward for days or even weeks, especially if you pair it with other simple habits like walking after meals, staying hydrated, and reducing processed foods. And let's be honest, this isn't about perfection. It's about leverage. One small change that creates massive ripple effects. 1 spoonful a day that opens the door to clearer thinking, better energy, fewer sick days, and stronger aging. If you're over 50 and your joints ache when you get out of bed, go upstairs, or just try to enjoy a walk. It's not your age, and it's not your fault. The real issue? Your body's running out of a natural substance that cushions your joints like a shock absorber. And most supplements out there, glucosamine, collagen, all of it, don't fix this. But now, researchers have discovered a breakthrough that can actually restore what your joints are missing. And people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s are seeing real relief. If you're feeling stiff, sore, or weaker lately, stop guessing. Check the link in the pinned comment now. Let's go deeper. Because now that you've started feeling those benefits, the clearer mind, the lighter joints, the steadier energy, it's time to understand why this tiny combo, garlic and honey, is creating such a big impact. And more importantly, what happens if you keep going? What happens when this isn't just a 7-day experiment, but something you build into your life long term? First, let's talk heart health. Because if there's one thing that silently creeps up on people as they age, it's cardiovascular disease. And the scary part? Most people don't even know they're at risk until it's too late. But studies show that garlic can reduce blood pressure in people with elevated levels as effectively as some medications, without the side effects. The active compounds help widen blood vessels, making it easier for your heart to do its job. Less pressure means less strain. And less strain? That means a lower risk of stroke and heart attack. But here's the part that's even more interesting. Garlic doesn't just relax blood vessels. It helps scrub out the buildup. Over time, LDL cholesterol can oxidize, basically rust, inside your arteries. That's what leads to plaques and blockages. But the antioxidants in garlic, especially when paired with honey's flavonoids, actually help prevent this oxidation. That means cleaner arteries, better flow, and lower risk. It's not magic, it's science, and it's happening quietly in your body while you go about your day. Now let's talk about your brain. Because the older we get, the more we worry. About memory, about clarity, about staying sharp, and rightly so. Cognitive decline doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in through inflammation, oxidative stress, poor circulation, and insulin resistance. All things that this remedy tackles directly. In fact, researchers have found that garlic has neuroprotective properties. That means it helps preserve brain cells. It helps reduce the kind of inflammation that can lead to memory problems. And honey? It fuels the brain gently without triggering. Blood sugar crashes that rob your clarity. You know that moment when you walk into a room and forget why you're there? Or when you're trying to focus and your mind just won't cooperate? That fog doesn't come from nowhere. It's often a mix of blood sugar instability, poor gut health, and subtle inflammation in the brain. And that's exactly where garlic and honey work together so beautifully. Garlic calms the inflammation. Honey fuels the brain. And together, they balance the internal terrain so your brain can finally breathe. What about immunity? Because everyone's looking for that one thing to keep them from getting sick. But the truth is, it's not about finding one thing, it's about strengthening your baseline. And garlic, again, is one of the few natural substances shown to actually reduce the frequency and duration of common colds. It stimulates the immune system in a very intelligent way, boosting the cells that fight viruses without over-revving the system. That's a big deal for older adults, where immune function tends to decline, and honey plays backup. It's antiviral, antibacterial, and helps soothe the throat and respiratory tract. So when you combine the two, you're not just treating symptoms, you're preventing them from showing up in the first place. And let's not forget digestion, because a huge portion of your immune system, up to 70%, actually lives in your gut. And if your digestion is off, your immunity is compromised. Garlic helps rebalance the gut microbiome by suppressing harmful bacteria while encouraging beneficial strains. Honey feeds the good guys too. Think of it like cleaning up the neighborhood and planting new trees. Over time, this means less bloating, better nutrient absorption, more regular bowel movements, and yes, even a flatter stomach. If you're someone who wakes up feeling heavy or bloated, or if you've been struggling with constipation, irregular digestion, or just not feeling quite right after meals, this simple combo could be the game changer you didn't know you needed. And the best part? It's not disruptive. You're not changing your entire routine. You're just adding one small habit that naturally makes you want to eat better, sleep better, and move more. Speaking of sleep, let's come back to that, because one of the things people report consistently after a few days of garlic and honey is that they sleep deeper. They wake up fewer times during the night, and they feel more refreshed in the morning. That's not a coincidence. That's the result of improved blood sugar regulation, reduced nighttime inflammation, and a calmer nervous system. Remember, garlic influences melatonin by reducing oxidative stress in the brain. That means better sleep onset and deeper REM cycles. Honey, on the other hand, provides just enough glucose to keep your liver stocked with glycogen, so your brain doesn't go into panic mode during the night, waking you up to eat. That's why a spoonful of this mix, especially in the evening, can help keep your system calm, your blood sugar steady, and your sleep uninterrupted. And if you've ever felt that constant low-level fatigue, the kind that doesn't go away with a nap or a cup of coffee, that's often tied to chronic inflammation. When your body is inflamed, it diverts energy away from everything else. That's why even simple tasks can feel exhausting. But garlic and honey work like a team of firefighters, cooling the inflammation, restoring circulation, and freeing up energy that was being used to fight hidden fires. Now, you might be wondering, can it help with weight? And the answer is, indirectly, absolutely yes. Not in the fat-melting miracle sense. But by balancing insulin, improving digestion, and reducing cravings, this combo sets the stage for real, sustainable change. Garlic has been shown to help reduce insulin resistance, which is one of the biggest blocks to fat loss, especially around the belly. And when your blood sugar is stable, thanks to honey's unique metabolism, you're less likely to snack mindlessly, less likely to crash in the afternoon, and far more likely to feel satisfied between meals. But perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of this combo is how it supports longevity. We now know that chronic inflammation and oxidative stress are the root causes of aging, not just wrinkles, but aging from the inside out. Organs, arteries, joints, even your DNA, all age faster when your system is inflamed. But garlic's sulfur compounds, along with honey's antioxidants, help reduce that stress at the cellular level. Some researchers believe this may slow biological aging, support mitochondrial function, and even help protect DNA from damage over time. And let's not forget hormones, because if you're over 50, chances are you've felt the effects of shifting hormones. Whether it's thyroid issues, cortisol overload, or just feeling off, these changes impact everything: mood, weight, sleep, and even your skin. But garlic and honey help create hormonal stability. Garlic supports liver function, which is essential for detoxing excess hormones. Honey helps reduce the cortisol spikes that come from blood sugar crashes and poor sleep. Together, they create an internal environment that's less chaotic, more balanced, and much more resilient to stress. So if you're still asking, is it really worth trying? Just think about what you're trading. One spoonful a day for better immunity, improved digestion, clearer skin, lower blood pressure, sharper thinking, more energy, and deeper sleep. That's not a trend. That's a return to how the body wants to function when it's given the right inputs. That's the real power of food as medicine. And here's what you can do today. Make a simple mix: 1 cup of raw honey and 10 cloves of crushed garlic. Let it sit in a jar for at least a few hours, overnight if you can. The garlic will mellow, the honey will absorb those powerful compounds, and in the morning, take a spoonful. You can chew the garlic or swallow it whole. Either way, your body knows what to do next. Make this a ritual. Not a chore, not a challenge, just a gift to yourself each day, because health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, the most powerful changes come from the simplest actions, done with consistency. And if you've made it this far, you're probably ready for more. You're curious, you're committed, and you want to keep learning how to work with your body, not against it. So here's what I want you to do next. Click the video on your screen right now. It's packed with more powerful tips like this one, all grounded in real science and easy to apply. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Your body and your future self will thank you.